Then there's this ridiculous farce propagated around the world of net zero emissions. We learn now that the aviation industry, cop this, is warning that flights to and from Australia may soon be cut back as countries try to reduce emissions, and that airlines trying to meet their obligations will do the obvious thing, stop flying to Australia because it's too far away. Too many emissions. Emissions of what? Carbon dioxide? 0.04% of the atmosphere? Well done, you dumbbell Bowen. Why don't you come onto this program, Mr. Bowen, and take a couple of tough questions? Why won't you admit that the coal industry that you have promised to abolish is developing low-emission technology? They're called, Mr. Bowen, heli power stations, eh? High efficiency, low emissions, Mr. Bowen, coal-fired. High efficiency, low emissions. Burning less coal, emitting less carbon dioxide, if that's your worry, leaving a smaller environmental footprint. The key here is high efficiency. Unless we want industry to go broke and we live like cave dwellers in the dark, the effectiveness of solar panels is between 15 and 20%, coal 40%, and natural gas 60% efficiency. So Bowen ignores coal and natural gas. 2/3 of Australia's coal-fired electricity will close within 10 years. Closed by this mob who got 32% of the vote. The bulk of Australia didn't want them. What mandate do they have for this nonsense? And the national power grid operator is warning that reliability will be at risk without imminent and urgent investment. Coal is still the world's largest fuel source, and the world's most populous countries, China and India, are going 100 of the dozen on coal-fired power. And what about the coal royalties in Queensland? 15.3 billion. New South Wales wants to repair its budget. It's in a mess. Hike up the coal royalties. Where will that money come from in the future? The Prime Minister was asked on radio last week, how do you give kids hope? After all, he's running the country, the Prime Minister. Suicide rates are up because kids are told we're a racist nation, we don't own the place, and they read Greta Thunberg in class to tell us that the climate change is destroying the world. Boys can be girls if they want to be. Girls can be cats if they want to be. The confusion and torment in the minds of young people is a national disgrace under your government, Prime Minister, and you are silent on this stuff. And when you were asked how you give kids hope, you said, it's one of the things that The Voice is about. Are you kidding me? The good news is that action on climate change will grow the economy and we have abundant renewables, unquote. Look, if you didn't know otherwise, you'd put the Prime Minister on the same level of cognitive incompetence as Joe Biden.